So hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. So here you can see 18th November 2023, here 18, same date. It means this is IELTS exam date and that had happened in India. So for from this exam I have solved this reading passage also, I have solved this writing task 2 also, fully explained main topics, subtopics and how to plan full essay with points and also format of this essay and this body 1 paragraph, body 2 paragraph points I have planned, and of course I have shown how to write introduction, conclusion, body paragraphs, full essay explanation is there. And for the same reading I have completed, I have solved this reading in my previous video. Now for this same date IELTS exam I am going to solve this writing task 1. And definitely on 25th you can 25th November you can just expect pie charts or maps or process diagram. Focus on these, but of course don't ignore this one also, bar graph also, line graph also. But basically these three are missing from last 2 months. Okay, so here you can focus on. Now coming to this question statement. That is, they are talking about this is table diagram in writing task 1, and for this I will show you how to write introduction, overall paragraph, everything I will be showing it to you. Don't go away, full video, just watch it. Within shorter time I will explain you how to explain the information in the writing task 1. Don't ignore this writing task 1. I am telling you, if you focus on this, then both of your marks, writing task 1 and 2, you can easily get 7 or 7 plus band scores in writing, because many things are there, you have to just follow it while just writing everything. Now let's start this. Now how to write IELTS writing task 1 table chart. Okay, so here they have given, you can see this countries, total number of seats in government, total number of seats in management. So 5 countries are there, percentage is there. So now let's read the question statement once, and then I will just tell you how to analyze and how to plan task 1 also. The table below depicts the information about the post held by women in parliament and in management in 5 countries in 2000 year. Only 1 year is there. Okay, so here total number of seats in government means government officials, women are working and were working, and total number of seats in management means managerial work or manager kind of women may be there. Okay, now let's read it. After getting the question statement, we have read this question statement and the table, how to analyze this table. Now 5 countries and categories we have come to know. There are 2 categories and 5 countries. So here just find out the higher one, bigger one. I can see this 54 and 52, they are almost at the similar kind of percentage. But this is at the number 1, this is at the number 1, this is second number, and this is third and fourth and fifth. It means this is the least, okay, and this is highest point or maximum, you can say highest percentage. Here also I can see 52%, this is the highest, okay, and least is, this is the least percentage, means, but countries are different. See this, Italy is at least, and here number 1 is at Rome, but here Canada is at the highest and least is Rome. So nothing is matching, but you can see this Rome here least and highest. It means in 2000 there is a difference, a lot of difference between women participation in government and seat management. Okay, now we have come to know that, and here I can see similar data. So it's important to find maximum data or highest data or least, highest, and some stable kind of thing or similar kind of thing. Similar, these are similar. It means what? I will combine these 3 information into one sentence structure. Okay, so here why I have done highest, and this is the second number. Okay, sorry, this is the second number and this is the least number. So the important to write these 3 things in your essay. Now we have come to the main point here. As you know, we have to write 150 minimum words. Okay, now how to write introduction. As you know, we have to paraphrase the question statement, as we know in writing task 1. The table below, this is table. So I have written the presented tabular chart Depicts, instead of depicts I have done compare. So of course this is comparison. Writing task 1 means comparison. So table which I have written, I have just made another compound kind of sentence structure which compares the percentile, means instead of percentage I have written percentile or percentage of women. Compares the women worked as, compare the number of women, you can write instead of this, compare the percentile of women worked as government representative or official, anything you can write it. If you find it difficult to write, then officials in parliaments, and as managers in 5 different nations, namely and managers in management sectors you can write. And of course 5 different countries you can elaborate the name, namely Canada, Ukraine, whatever the name is given, and in the particular time period in the year 2000. Okay, the last line, the statistical data is represented in percentages. Already we have given this information, but still we have written this passive voice. Okay, got it? First paraphrasing of question statement, and then this last line. Statistical data is presented in percentages or kgs or kwds, like whatever the things they have given, you can just write it. Now this is introduction. Very in short I will explain you how to write writing task 1 table charts. Now everything we have given, see this. Now overall, so what overall, what you can see, overall means what, overview paragraph, overview of this means summary kind of thing. Here I can see Canada is at the number 1 in sharing, in officiating government jobs and all, woman by woman, and here least is Rome. But here in managerial sector you can see this 3 countries are at the same position, but here Rome is at the highest number and Italy is at the least number. So here you can see this, and there is lot of difference between percentage is at Rome. Okay, so this overview we are going to write. As I told you how to start overall paragraph. Overall it can be seen, or overall it is manifest. So overall word I have forgotten to write overall, or from the overall perspective you can start. Overall it is, comma is there. It is manifest from the given data table data that large number of females represented themselves in government machinery. See this. So this is also there. Okay, large number of women in government machinery in Canada. So Canada is at the number 1, and that's why Egypt. So Egypt is this, and Italy is at 40%. It means these 3, 54, 50 and 40%, these are the maximum number as a parliament member, whereas in Rome and Ukraine where women worked as management sectors, whereas sectors at high okay, various in management sector we are talking now. So that's why in Rome and Ukraine, yes, we are talking, or where women worked as management sectors in more numbers, in more numbers you can write here. Okay, in more numbers. Okay, now this is my overall paragraph. Now see this. Now we will write. So now what is the method of writing body paragraph? So there are 2 methods. Either you go category wise, these 2 categories. First paragraph we will talk about government seats in all the things, and in second seat total number of seats in management. So these 2 categories we can make, or you go with country wise. Okay, so but I have written this category wise. It is easier to write category wise because here we will just divide the body paragraphs into 2, for 1 paragraph for this, 1 for this, and we can just compare the things between countries. So here first we will talk about seats in government. Analyzing the total number of seats in parliament. So I will show you. Analyzing the total number of seats in parliament in 5 different nations in Canada. almost half of the government, see this 54%, almost half of the government posts were held by women, which was followed by 52%. Okay, in Egypt, by Egyptian, almost half of the government, it means in bracket 54%, please write it. Okay, posts were held by women, which was followed, means after that 52%, which was followed by 52% in Egypt by Egyptian females. Now these two we have discussed. Now coming to this Italy and least one, it is worth noted that Rome had least participants. See this, Rome had least participants in government machinery at 10% only, and after that Ukraine had 23% women worked in political government affairs. Last not the least, 40% of females were part of the official working. See this. So I have explained all the countries turn wise, so we have written this. See this, you can read it. First Canada, and then Egypt, and then least participant, that is Rome, and then Ukraine, and then this 40% female were last female working in which country, I have forgotten. This is Italy. In Italy, see this. Okay, now coming to next category, that is total number of seats in management. See this, what I have written. Moving further in the management sector, it can be seen that scenario was quite different. So it means here it was quite different, where more females were working in government, and it is and opposite thing is there in management sector, where less women were working in government, and here management sector more women are working. So scenario is different. That's why scenario was quite different. It seems that more women were interested in management sectors. The percentage for Rome were at 52%, and in contrast Canada, Ukraine and Egypt, who had almost same percentiles, 36%, 40%, 36% respectively. I will show you. I told you I will be combining these three countries percentage, that is almost at the same. That's why I have combined like that. Here, and in contrast Canada, Ukraine and Egypt, who had almost same percentile, 36%, 40 and 36 respectively, whilst the least popular management participation could be seen in Italy. See this, Italy, what Italy is showing, 25%. It is too simple to write body paragraphs, don't get confused. Use these sentence structure. It is worth noting, it can be observed that analyzing the total number of seats, too much don't use it, but contrastive language is important. Moving further, it seems that and in contrast, while or whilst, use these words. Now one important thing is left. Finally, it is interesting to note that the discrepancy, means difference, among female workers in both departments was seen in Rome. See this, 10% here and 52% is at the highest. That's why. So we have done writing task 1. So it is simple how to divide the information into paragraph, how to write introduction, how to write overall paragraph. Thank you so much.